Before the break, I was over there explaining that Donald Trump is not good at healing our nation's domestic wounds, but to be fair, he also sucks at foreign policy. Let me explain. You see, Trump attended a couple fundraisers this weekend. One of them was hosted by real estate mogul and Alfred E. Oldman, Stephen Ross. This was controversial because last week it was revealed that Ross's company owns Equinox and SoulCycle, which angered many people enough to cancel their memberships. Personally, I was so mad, I canceled my gym membership 15 years ago. Okay? Take that, my body. And at a second fundraiser that same night, the president really cut loose because during his speech, Trump put on a fake Japanese accent to recount his conversations with Shinzo Abe over trade tariffs. Now, we do not have any audio or video, but I believe it sounded a little something like this. Yeah, see, I'm Shinzo Abe, see, yeah. I run this Pacific Rim, see, land of the rising sun, Mr. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Trump said, sorry, that's my De Niro. That's my De Niro. That's Robert De Niro doing an impression of Shinzo Abe. Trump said he was impressed that Shinzo Abe's father was a kamikaze pilot in World War II. An unsuccessful one, apparently. On his way to the fundraisers, Trump was also jazzed about something he just received.
I got a very beautiful letter from Kim Jong-un yesterday. It was hand-delivered, and it wasn't touched by anybody. They literally take it from North Korea to my office.
Hand-delivered? For a guy who's the leader of the free world, he's awfully impressed by the concept of mail.
It was great. A man in an official uniform, gray shorts, pith helmet, hand-delivered it to me, and you can tell it was meant for the president because the stamp was an American flag. Forever. Said forever. He thinks I should be president forever.
Now, Trump would not describe the contents of the letter, but he later tweeted,
In a letter to me sent by Kim Jong-un, he stated, very nicely, that he would like to meet and start negotiations as soon as the joint U.S.-South Korea joint exercises are over. It was a long letter, much of it complaining about the ridiculous and expensive exercises.
That is your president calling our military's training to defend South Korea from a murderous, nuclear-armed madman ridiculous. What an inspiring commander-in-chief.
Once more into the breach, I guess, even though if you think about it, we've already been into the breach several times. I think going back into the breach seems kind of stupid and expensive. At least that's what the leader of the breach told me in the most beautiful letter. But Trump denies Adelbo.
But Trump really believes he and Kim are best buds. In fact, at the fundraiser, he claimed,
People say he only smiles when he sees me. And he doesn't just smile, folks. Often he points at me and laughs.
But you're right, Mr. President. Kim Jong-un does smile at you and at apples, children's shoes, cosmetic displays, giant tires, light bulbs, mushrooms, a big plaster octopus, and of course, industrial lube. I believe that's the same factory that makes the president's soft serve bronzer. We'll be right back with Kate Blanchett.